Our next speaker is Carmen Gonzalez. Carmen was born in Trenton, New Jersey, and raised in North Philadelphia. She is the mother of 5 sons and the founder and CEO of Writing Moves Me. She is known she is known as a coach, mentor, poet, published author, motivational speaker. Carmen is ready to tackle the world, ladies and gentlemen. Please help us welcome to the stage our next storyteller, Carmen Gonzalez.
Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be a
In the palm of their hands, just 2 pounds. They told my parents there's a chance I wouldn't make it. My mother gave birth at 6.5 months pregnant with me. So I was 2 pounds. My dad laughs at me and says, or he normally teases me and says, I carried you when you were born because your mother had to get herself together. But they told me you wouldn't make it, and I told the doctors, but she will. From that moment, my father said to me, he whispered every minute, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. He said, you gotta make it. You're here for a reason. As he told me that story, I stared him in the eyes and I said, but why was I born so early? What happened? And he said, Meaty, they call me Meaty. Meaty, throughout the entire pregnancy, your mother struggled with you. She said she was in and out of the hospital with you. I said, well, how can that be? Why? How can a mother struggle so hard to carry a child and then give birth early and then struggle to see this child live and not die, right? My dad said, Meaty, there's a purpose in your life. He said, there's a reason why your mother struggled with you. There's a reason why you had to be born early. There's a reason why the doctors had to tell us that you may die. As a child, I was only 11 when my father told me this. And I'm thinking, why tell me this now? I'm 11. I don't want to hear this. He said, I'm trying to tell you this because you've been in and out of the hospital with asthma, and in and out of the hospital because of your chest and your heart problems and everything else that I was struggling with as a child. And all I wanted to do was live a normal life. I was an athlete. I played ball from the moment 9 years old. I started playing basketball. And I had trouble in and out of the hospital, so I couldn't go to any of my games. But how many of you know that the beginning, it matters. Your start matters. But that doesn't define you. Your beginning doesn't define you. The in-between is uncertain. For me, it was uncertain. Because I couldn't understand in the beginning why I was in and out of the hospital. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Why can't I be like my friends? Why do I have to go to the hospital in the middle of a game, go be rushed to the hospital? Why am I so different? Why do I have to go through this? But when my father sat me down and explained it to me, even though I didn't understand it, it resided in me. And I said, I'm gonna make this work for me. I'm gonna make this struggle work for me. Now, you don't know 11-year-olds that say, I'm gonna make this struggle work for you. But I was different. And I said, I'm gonna make this work for my favor. It's gonna be on my side. So from that, when I purposed in my heart at 11 years old and I said, okay, my dad said, I got this. I said, I got this. Going to school every day, and I looked around, and my friends would laugh, are you going to go to the hospital today? Is the ambulance going to take you today? Before I would cry, that would make me feel I'll be hurt. But not that day. Because I purposed that moment, I said, I got to look at it in a positive. And I just smiled in their faces. And they said to me, oh, cry, baby, cry, baby. Not today. Not today. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I looked them in the face and I just smiled. Every day after that, I looked at my struggle differently. And I knew at 11 years old that I had to live because I was different. I was not like everyone else. I didn't see everyone else being rushed to the hospital because of asthma or because they had a heart failure, whatever the case may be. From that moment that my dad said he carried me in the palm of his hands at 2 pounds, up to 11 years old, I said I would never be the same. I would never be the same. And sometimes we wonder why. Instead of looking at the outcome, why not? Sometimes we are fixated on the situation that it hinders our outcome, our determination. But when you are purposed and when you are grounded and you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are here for a reason, because I knew at 11 years old, okay. So no matter what it looks like right now, no matter what people tell you right now, they said, I may die. The palms of my Father's hand. I'm going to die. But you will live and not die.